Alrighty then. Welcome back. It's October 17. Um, Another turn resolution for the War in the Pacific Admirals Edition. This is Friedrich. Let's see how today goes. We should have some night bombing going. It doesn't look like. Okay, so some of our bombers, even though there's there's a significant number of nates here. I'm gonna skip this, but we have 29 bombers. Let's see how many. Oh, that was a kind of a short air-to-air segment here. Uh, okay, so remember when I think I looked at the weather and it looked like it was going to be bad weather. Well, that seems to be true. Heavy rain, and with all the bombers, we didn't get any hits. This is Pegu though, so there's partial clouds here. We do get one runway hit in on that. The Wellingtons carry more bomb load, so hopefully we can get something through the heavy rain. Let's skip that air action. Okay, still nothing. That's unfortunate. Looks like we're hitting also Tungu. This is light rain also, and we do get one runway hit. Okay, Liberators. So essentially B-24 is getting in there. Still nothing. Alright, we have fighters covering Babar, but not at night. Okay, just bad weather. I guess this gives me a good idea of what to expect. So if the weather looks bad in these hexes, that's probably what it'll be when we strike at night. So I'll try to keep that in mind for my next scheduled night raids. I don't think there's ships in any of these bases that they said. At least Port Moresby and Tulagi. Okay, herring. Yep, red herring. Disappointing. Alright. Ooh, that's kind of a significant raid here. Nothing really going on here. I mean, you can see what we're doing, the numbers and things, but nothing really to talk about. This is really what I'm trying to get into, but he has pretty good flags, so I'm kind of coming from above. This is one of the more significant hits we've had in a while. I don't know. The more I think about it, the more I might hit Port Moresby, do my landing there, and just bring significant assets, shore bombardments. Oops, I didn't scroll far enough to see the damage on that one. That roll 33, supposedly we hit before. Um, all right, so it looks like he's gonna try to hit whatever we got in this X here. He sweeps over with Tojos. I really need to knock those Tojos out of the war, but I don't know. Wow, that's 62. That's 62 Tojos. All right, we do have decent flak in here. We do damage his aircraft. Ah, deliberate attack on this road. Okay. But what's basically 3 to 2 becomes 1 to 2 after you factor in certain things like terrain. And we don't do a lot of, in fact, he comes out better than us. But certainly we held our ground, so we'll take it. Um, okay. I'm not seeing uh, any value in this bombardment, but just because I'm not seeing it doesn't mean it's not valuable. Yes, Rangoon is airfield size 5. That should allow for us to fit more air units in the base. So yeah, things are looking up for us in Burma, I believe. By the way, I'm I'm gonna just jump right into um, the 18th. So be right back.
All right, it's October 18, 1942. Let's see what we got going on today. Uh, should have a well, I don't know how it works, but I have a flank speed bombardment. I don't know if it's going to happen. Okay, the Sunfish gets caught up in ASW. Well, it says attack. They spotted us and or something, but they couldn't get in over us and strike us. Looks like the same thing. And likewise, they're not able to do any action against us. And we're probably below the depth charge level anyway. Alright, looks like we're having issues getting in. Wanted to bomb Chiang Mai, but that was canceled, I think, based on the weather report I had. Sallies are hitting Babar, and again. And okay, so our night raids did not go, and the sunfish decided, well, if you're not gonna hit us, I'm gonna try to hit you. This is the third action between these groups, but the sunfish misses anyway, so at least only 2 torpedoes were wasted. Alright, he's bombarding Wenchao. Based on history, I can say he's probably going to attack today because he likes to do those actions same turn. So that's a decent bombardment there. Alright, the O-20 firing at this mine layer. 4 torpedoes. Completely misses. Alright, I don't remember capping this with, especially with something like 3 Warhogs, so I'm not sure what's going on here. We're in danger of getting wrecked. Alright, one down. Looks like a lot of these are backing out. Um, we'll see how this plays out, I guess. Well, there's one left. Let's see it to get destroyed. That's a shame. Says one. We lost at least 2 there. Alright. More Tojas flying over. Okay, so they're bombing our troops north of. Oh wow, they actually hit a lot of these units. North of Pegu. I did an about face and I'm going back toward Tungu because I figure with the 2nd Division and some other things, we should be able to punch him out of Tungu, leave him stranded here. He may come up with reinforcements, but we should be ready for him up here. And I'll keep bringing in as much as I can to eventually win this war. That feels like it's more lately a war of attrition there in Burma. Okay, we're just hitting. All these bombing raids down here are more or less the same. Yeah, even too laggy here. Alright, I'm planning to hit Shortlands. I haven't seen it fire yet. And we'll talk about it either way. We'll talk about it after this turn is over. Sweeping again, wow. Okay, so here that was the just AM segment. Let's see what happens here in the PM. Um, it's more or less. I'm not commenting on some of this stuff very much because it's just more or less the same expected return reports, losses, whatever. S-35 gets tangled up with this patrol boat, but nothing comes of it from either of us. Alright, it looks like he's still trying to clean up some of this Dutch East Indies stuff. See, yeah, I expected this. He's got, well, wow, 2.5 divisions basically. Alright. Now, we still have a fort level of 3, 1 to 2 odds. Oh man, I don't look at casualties. It's a shame. Alright, now he's doing a shock attack with his armored car company. Let's see. Alright, he just doesn't have enough assault value. This 18 drops to 15 and R5 actually bumps up to 8. Portland Roads Airfield size 5. That's nice. I can base some B-17s there if I, need to. All right. Yeah, we're gonna wrap this up and discuss the map. I'm not gonna take too long. A couple reasons. One, my voice is kind of out of it, but also, if you can't tell, and also because I already have the turn back for October 19, so I kind of want to jump into that. But let's take a look around the map. Yeah, let's do that. Alright, let's see what we have here. We lost 2 aircraft. Those are probably our P-40Ks. And then we have 3 versus 3 ops losses. So the intention, and I'll show you, I guess, when I get there. A Tojo to ops, a Nate to ops, and a Val to ops. And we lost, 2 P-40Ks, 1 P-40E, 1 P-38F, and 1 C-47 Skytrain to ops. Let's see. 1 wounded and 3 killed pilots. Wow. That's a terrible ratio. Alright. We see the ISIS. Okay, I actually pulled the plug on this ship. It had 99 system, 97 float damage, and it still had like 27 fire. So I just decided to sink it. Now it saved us a point, which is not the end of the world. But I mean, hey, if it's not going to repair, what's the point? So, yeah. Alright. Now, let's, let me think. Okay. like I said, I want to be brief anyway. So a couple things didn't happen this turn like I would hoped. All right, by the way, real quick, I am prepping for the invasion up here. As you know, I've got my battleship bombardment group here that'll go in as soon as the amphibious group starts coming up. Right now, they're still loading. Um, in Denny, okay, so I've been bombing Shortlands, but I thought that I would wait one more turn and get this bombardment in. And my bombardment, okay, so see this group? It's a 9 speed task force. I thought if I set this to bombard from 18 hexes away, it would shoot in at full speed and hit this thing. I don't know if I did something right or wrong, but it did not go. So it did advance closer, and that's fine, I guess. But now it's up here. Um, I mean, you can see where it is. It's 10 away. So we're going to go in, I guess, late anyway. So, one turn late. It's fine because I haven't done anything crazy. And really, the goal is just to get here in here, beat up the base, and if there's any ships in the way, wreck them too. Um, and then we'll bomb after we've resolved that bombardment. Get back to the bombing mission. Because that'll probably wreck the base enough for him to pull his aircraft off, and then I can start bombing it again. And then if you want to look at let's start with Tulagi. You can see we have max damage into Tulagi, 100, 100. And by the way, his ground forces went from like over 10k. I think he had 15. Now, well, this isn't the best detection, so I don't know. He may have more than that, but I'm starting to think about invading this. All my troops are scheduled to go here. I have no one. I've only recently allocated some forces here, so I'll probably still hit this first, but I'll certainly be able to hit this shortly thereafter. Again, pardon me for my voice. We're doing the usual triangle bombing, although this one I haven't been hitting lately. He hasn't repaired enough to hit again. But Port Moresby is almost completely out of order, and then Milne Bay is finally up to 40 damage. And all right, moving on up. This is where the major hotspot is right now. He's got a lot of stuff here. Check that out. I don't know how realistic that is, but 900 AFVs. Now, I don't think that's all tanks, but still, that's a lot of stuff. So we're trying to get out of here, not because I'm scared of him per se, but I don't have enough stuff to knock him out of this hex anyway. That's a lot of stuff. So we're going to come this way, and we're going to take Tungu, I think. And so that's my next objective. Let's see. I'm trying to encircle this guy and take him out. That's also on my agenda. But what happened was I had some P40s, as you could see here, P40Ks, set to long range cap Chiang Mai. And they flew, and somehow, I think it's because, this is a hunch, I think it's because I had maximum range 5, and so even though I had, let's see, what am I trying to say? Even though I had already targeted Chiang Mai, some of them, because I set maximum range to 5, some of them, 3 of them must have decided, hey, we can cover this, right? So they flew over here and got wrecked. The reason I'm long range capping these, I don't know if this works, but the experiment is to see if we hover over these bases. If he leaves and comes back, does he take ops losses because of it? That's an experiment I'm willing to try. I've heard that happens, but I haven't yet seen it for myself. So let's give it another couple turns. We only got one ops lost for Tojo this last turn. Was it because of this, or was it because he was long range cappy? I don't know. Our ships that came into Rangoon and I got them out post haste, they are almost back to Calcutta safely. I lost none of them. Well, I lost one or two coming in, but then none going back. And then the rest of my fleet, you could see they all made it back as well. The ones that came in here and bombarded Pegu, plus the carriers. I got the Hermes all the way back, and it's being repaired as we speak here. Um, so I think that was a win. Yeah, and he tried to take Wenchao here unsuccessfully, beating up the base, of course. Um, well, fortunately, the actual industry is not beat up. Although that he would probably like that if he takes it, and I would not. But yeah, this is kind of a situation. He can't take this yet. He's probably trying to get reinforcements here, but we are as well. I'm hoping I can get up here and then counterattack and knock his AFVs out. We'll see. I don't have much in the way of troops here. So let me try to get some AT guns in here. Okay. I just realized I didn't send anything that has punching power against tanks. That's a shame. All right. Well, at least with this extra assault value, he certainly won't take it once we get in there. All right. I don't know that there's anything else to talk about, and I'd like to jump in October 19. Now, I will say there's probably something I'm missing here, but, well, also, this is the major target of my night bombing because his Tojos, well, this is complete gas. I think his Tojos are parked here, at least half of them, so I wanted to knock them out. But let's jump in October 19, and we'll see if that is indeed the case. So I will be back, and for you it'll be the next video. For me, it'll be happening very shortly.